Good. Okay, let me get that going up. There we go. Okay, you guys, so for today's Ashtanga practice, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work with the standing series, and then next week, what I wanna do is do the floor series, and that will give us a little bit of time to kind of break down the postures. If you do, again, have a block or a strap, I'll show you how to incorporate those into the postures where they're gonna be the most helpful for your practice, but again, it's not required. So let's go ahead and come up to standing. So I want you to come up to the front of your mat, bring your feet together so that your toes and your heels are touching. And then we're gonna take a breath here for just a moment. So go ahead and bring your arms up, take a big inhale, and then exhale to heart center. And then I want you to just close your eyes. Now, as you begin to close your eyes, you can take a little separation of the heels, the feet, if that feels a little bit better. Try to roll your shoulders down, but standing up tall through the crown of your head. Now, this Ashtanga practice that we're going to work through is a big chunk of the primary series. And Ashtanga is a traditional system of yoga. That's kind of the modern yoga that we're seeing now. And everything that is power yoga, vinyasa is all kind of stemmed from that. And what we want to focus the most on is the breath. So traditional primary series, they don't have any music. They don't even have any mirrors. It's just all about connecting to your breath, and it's all about the practice as well. So we want to think breath first, and postures are going to be a little bit more secondary as you work through. So just take another breath here, nice and slow. And then the warm up is with sun salutations. So we're going to take 2 sun A, or 3 sun A and 2 sun B today. Inhale your arms up overhead, gaze comes up to the hands, and then exhale, forward fold. Nice and slow all the way down. Relax your head heavy. Halfway lift, inhale, so you can do fingertips or hands to shins. Then plant the hands, step back, lower chaturanga, elbows in, gaze stays in front of your mat. Inhale, up dog or cobra, flip the feet, look up. And then exhale to down dog, hips back and head down here. So first down today, I want you guys walk out your legs a little bit. You can sway the upper body, let go of any tension you might be feeling here. And then to set things up, we're going to spread the fingers. We have a tendency to kind of drop into the shoulders. So what I want you to think about doing is taking your shoulders up and wrapping them around. So your scapula are going away from each other versus up or towards each other. Feet too should be about hip width apart. It doesn't matter if the legs are straight here, but I want a nice straight upper body. So you can bend the knees, so you can press your chest back. Tuck your chin a little bit. Take one more breath. And then bend your knees. Look forward at your hands. Travel to the top of the mat. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, then forward fold, head down, rise up, inhale, arms reach overhead, gaze to the thumbs, and then relax your hands down by your side. Good. To reset, number 2, inhale up, exhale, fold, slow and steady. Halfway lift, inhale, chaturanga, exhale, step back, lower down. Inhale, bring it up, flip the feet, legs strong, look up, exhale, down dog. Good. Now one more time. If you want to walk it out, feel free. Otherwise, just hold here. Rest of the down dogs that we move through, I want you to try to think of them as your place where you get to recover. So we want to be steady, be still, and then just focus on that ujjayi breath. So the navel is pulled up. When you inhale, you want this really powerful kind of puffing up of the chest. When you exhale, we're compressing the abdominal wall. So we're drawing up and in. When you exhale, it's like an H-A ha sound, but through the nose. And then something that's helpful trick is if you take your tongue and press it behind your front 2 teeth. Now let's go ahead, bend the knees, look at the hands, travel to the front, inhale, halfway up, and then exhale, fold, head down, rise up, inhale, arms reach overhead, and relax your hands down by your side. Good, one more, Sunday. Inhale, up, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, step back and lower. So feet apart, but elbows in. Then in, bring it forward, look up. Exhale, hips back. Good, this time now, I want you to just hold. Find those 5 strong, steady breaths. Gaze point here. When we tuck the chin, we don't want to tuck it so much to where you round, but what we want to do is a slight tuck, so like you're looking towards the tops of your thighs. That's going to help engage our bandhas here. So we want pelvic floor, up, and then a little compression in the throat. That helps to build that internal fire here, which is going to create the support we need for the practice. Let's take one more breath. And then bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, head down. Rise up, inhale, arms reach. And then relax your hands down by your side. Good, Sun B now, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, inhale the arms up. Then exhale straight away, forward fold. Exhale back, down dog. Now warrior one, right foot, step right between your hands. Inhale, rise, palms touch, look up. Good, lower down, chaturanga. So we want to try to land in that chaturanga position. Good, inhale, come up. And then exhale back. Left foot warrior one. So step, drop the back heel, rise the arms, look up, and then lower down. So this is that full exhale to the bottom. Inhale, come up, and exhale back. Good, you guys, stay here now. 5 full breaths. Tuck the chin, press back here. So we want to think hips back, but tailbone lifted. This really long line from wrist to hips. Legs are strong, belly in. Again, start to feel that heat starting to build. Deep breath in, deep exhale all the way out. Good, one more time, big inhale. Deep exhale. Now bend your knees, look at your hands. Step or jump, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now Utkatasana, bend the knees, reach the arms. Look up at the hands, and then release arms by your side. Tadasana. Good, one more time, here we go. Bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, fold all the way. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale, hold the bottom. Good, inhale, come up. Look up. Exhale, hips back. Now, warrior one, right leg, step forward, rise up, big strong lunge, then lower down to the bottom, step back, good, inhale, lift up, and then exhale, hips back, left foot step, right heel drops, arms rise with the big inhale, and then lower down, exhale, inhale, up dog or cobra, exhale back, down dog. Nice job, you guys. 5 breaths here. Now, we don't have any more vinyasas for a while, so find that strength. Deep breathing here. When we start to get a little fatigued too, we might lose the breath. So I want you to come back to however your breath feels, however your breath sounds right now in this moment. Good, almost there. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Bend the knees, look forward. Travel to the front, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, knees bent, arms reach, arch your back. Look up, and then release Tadasana. Nice job, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and separate the feet here. Feet are gonna be about hip width apart. You can bring your hands to your waist, lift your chest up with a flat back fold. So we wanna create space there at the hip flexors. Take your peace fingers, grab your big toes, inhale your head up, and then exhale, pull, elbows out, upper body down. So we're looking through the legs on this one. Elbows are out to the side. Even though you're pulling down, remember, get the shoulders up and away from the ears. Legs do not have to be straight, but we want to be as straight as you can. Remember, focus on the breath. This is a 5-breath hold here. You're almost to the end. Every exhale is when we find more space. And then keep your grip. Inhale, straighten your arms and lift your chest. Exhale, pause here. Then hands under the feet. So I want you to just lift up your toes. Try to get your toes at your wrists. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Elbows out again. Upper body down. Now, if you feel like you have a lot of rounding in your upper body, what I want you to do, bend your knees, bring your chest more towards your thighs, then lean forward and try to straighten the legs a little bit more. That will take it back, that deep stretch to the back side of the body, making sure we're not getting any tension in that lower back. Now let's take 2 more breaths. Hold here. 1 more exhale. Then keep the hands. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up to the top. Bring the feet together. Relax the arms down by your side. Good. Moving into more standing postures now. Step out to the right or whatever side feels best for you. And we're gonna come into extended triangle. So now that back foot, left foot's gonna be turned in a little bit, right toe straight out. If you do have a block, set it on the outside of your right foot. Arms extend. Now you're gonna reach forward, pop this left hip back, and lower down. Ultimately, you wanna grab your peace fingers around your big toe. Otherwise, take your hand to the block or to the shin. Now look up. And again, we're gonna find that 5-breath hold. In that Ashtanga practice, a lot of times too, all they do is remind us of our breathing, and then they just count us to 5, nice and steady. But what I want you to do is check in with your body. Ground the feet, tighten the legs. Don't let that left hip drop in or your hips to stick back. So pelvis, again, nice and neutral. Big lateral stretch of the upper body. Reach up, one more breath. And then to exit, look down at your hand, bend your knee, come out safely there. Then just pivot on the heels, right toes in, left toes out. Now reach forward, stretch as far as you can, let the hips move, bring your left hand down, and then try to take the gaze up. Now what I want you to do is find the posture. Looking up is last. That is going to be the most challenging part with your balance, so make sure you feel steady there first. Legs strong again, both sides will feel different. Know that that is normal, that's okay. But don't go for it all crazy. Know you're a little bit tighter in your hips, go ahead and shorten your stance just a little bit. Now you're gonna square your hips to your right leg. Bring your right hand behind you to the small of your back. Left arm inhale reaches up. Now we're gonna take the hand to a block, whatever you have there. If you feel comfortable, you can place your hand on the floor. Right arm extends up. Then again, just like that last posture, like we said, last opportunity here is to turn the gaze and to look up. Good, 5 breaths, hold. So what I want you guys to double check, what I see all the time here is this kind of crunching in towards that right hip. So I want you to push your right hip back, pull your left hip forward. Firm up that back leg. That's what's gonna give you that stability that we're looking for. Remember, it's all about the twist, so we're lengthening through the crown of the head. One more breath. Now look down, and then inhale, come back up. Good, switch. So now, turn the right toes in a little bit, left toes out. Make sure your heels are still lined up. Now left hand is gonna come to the small of your back. Right arm inhales up, square the hips to the left leg. Bring the hand down. Left arm up, and then look up. Now what I want you guys to check, if you can see, don't let that left hip pop forward. Pull it way, way back. Anchor down through that back leg. Find the twist of the upper body. Gaze to the top hand. Create that length again through the crown of the head. So the inhale is where we find space. The exhale is where we create more rotation. Good, hold one more deep breath, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Okay, look down and then rise back up to neutral. Step to the front of your mat. Just relax for a second, take a deep breath. All right, side angle. Go ahead and take a wider step out this time. Right toes are gonna pivot out in front of you. Now we're gonna lunge into this right knee. Sit down. Option number 1, elbow to knee. Sweep the left arm underneath so that you can open your chest. We don't wanna go over the top because we tend to fall. Chest open, shoulder away from the ear. Look at the palm of your hand. If you feel ready, we're gonna power into this front leg more. Drop the hand to the outside. You're trying to line up fingers and toes. Open the chest. Good, find your breath. Deep breath as you hold. I want you to find that stability in the front leg. Ground down nice and strong. Reach out. That's it. One more breath. And then nice and slow. Rise back up. Straighten the front leg. Pivot on the heels. Left leg now is that lead leg. Go ahead and sit down. Then elbow to knee. Sweep the arm under. Then again, I want you to open your chest here. It's almost like you're turning your chest towards the ceiling. Gaze now to the palm of your hand. Pass into that left foot. If you did on the other side, drop the hand down from here. Now, it doesn't matter to me where your left arm is. What I want you to check, don't let that left knee fall to the inside. Keep it pressed out. Use the strength of your hip to draw it out just a little bit here. Now reach through your entire body a little bit more. This is a huge stretch, you guys. It's a lot of work in the hips. Sit down, one more breath. That's it, good. Rise up to the top, nice and slow. Pivot on the heels again. Okay, revolving this posture. We're gonna break it down piece by piece. So all I want you guys to do first, go ahead and turn so your right leg is in front and drop your left knee to the floor. Untuck your toes. Good. Hands to heart center, and then we're gonna twist. So you're gonna place your left elbow outside your knee. Lift your chest. Now, if you feel stable from here, what I want you to do, tuck your back foot, lift your knee. Now, this back leg has a lot of extension, so we're extending the hip and the knee. So what that means is you have to squeeze the left glute, that left quadricep or your thigh. Now, if you feel good from here, next step is going to be to take the left hand to the floor. On the outside of the foot, right arm reaches ahead. We're still twisting the chest open. Now breathe here and hold. Reach out. Focus the eyes to steady up your body. Twist a little bit more. Good. One more breath. Bring the hands back in. Rise back up. And then let's switch here. Right leg in. Left toes open. Good. Okay, guys, now go ahead and now drop the right leg down. Untuck your foot. Hands to heart center. Right arm across. Then next step, if you feel okay here, lift that back knee. If we can get the shoulder, the right shoulder across the left knee. I'll turn this way so you can see from here. If we can get the shoulder across, that's going to tell you you're ready to set the hand down on the floor and reach that left arm out. So remember, this is a really deep twist. Also trying to find that balance support. Now open your chest as much as you can. Almost there. One more breath. Good, and then let's release. Rise back up to neutral. And then go and step to the front of your mat. Just relax. Take a breath here. Good, let's step back out to the side. Nice wide stance. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into our 4 forward folds here. If you want to, just a helpful piece with alignment is if you step your heels to the line of your mat, you'll know that they're always lined up. Sometimes we have a tendency for one to go forward a little bit more. By the end of the folds, because we're not going to release the legs. If your legs are on fire, normal. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the arms out wide to the side. Big inhale. Stick your tailbone back. Get the pelvis to move. Forward fold. All right, option 1, here we go. You're going to plant the hands down right underneath your shoulder. So straight line with your feet. Inhale your head up. Exhale, head down between the thumbs. So you want to think here that you're lengthening the crown of the head down. Elbows are bending back in between the legs. Shoulders lift. You want to touch if you can. So if you need to here, widen the stance. I want you to firm up your legs. Remember, you have to lean forward. Let go of that fear. Almost there. 2 more breaths. And then let's rise. Inhale up to the fingertips. Bring your hands to your hips and rise. Inhale up. Pause here. Good. Hands are going to stay on the hips. Now, I want you to roll your shoulders back, elbows back, like you're trying to get your elbows to touch behind you. Keep them that way. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Now again, rotate the pelvis. Try to get your head down. Don't tuck the chin. Now, once you're set again, I want you to get those elbows back. It's chest forward, shoulder squeezing in. Then with your head, make sure your chin is away from your chest. Squeeze your thighs. Get that body weight forward a little bit more. Good, you guys. Hips up. Stay here for me. You're almost there. Nice job. Good. Let's rise. Inhale. Come up to the top. Relax your arms in front for just a second. All right, fold number 3 is a shoulder rinse. So really quickly, I'm going to show you guys on my back how I want you to do it with your shoulder blades. So a lot of times people do this, where they're squeezing their skin towards each other. On this one, we don't want to do that. We want to actually take the head here forward. So instead of here, I want you to be here. Okay? So it might feel a little bit weird, but just try. If you do have a hard time grabbing, you can use your strap or your towel on this one. Inhale, lift up. Now, before you fold, roll your shoulders forward. Then fold forward. Good. Then drop your head down. Shift your body weight into the toes. And then I want you to actively be working the arms up and over. If we hold a lot of tension in those chaturangas, if you know you have a lot of tension in your shoulders, this is going to be good, you guys. We got to create that space again and that stability. Now, good. Tighten the legs. Lean forward a little more. Trust yourself here. You only have one more fold to go. Lift your arms again. Good, and then let's rise. Inhale, come all the way up. And then just relax your hands for a moment. Nice job on that one, you guys. Okay, last one. Arms out. Inhale. Peace finger hold. So fold. Peace fingers are going to grab the big toes. Listen, don't balance on your thumb. Don't stick your thumb out. Bring it with your fingers. Inhale, lift, straighten up. Exhale, elbows out to the side. Pull your head down here. So this is where I want you to really create that leg. Deep in this fold. Make it your best one yet. As you fold down now, see if you can get the rounding out of your back. So I want you to think chest forward. Draw the shoulders back. Find the strength and the stability there. Lengthening through the neck, the crown of the head, not tucking your chin or rounding. That's it. Good. Okay, 2 more breaths. Hold it. 1 more pull. And then straighten up. Inhale, straighten the arms. Hold it here as you exhale. Good. Arms out wide. Rise up to the top. And then just meet at the front of your mat. Go ahead and just relax here for a moment. Nice job, you guys. All right, so moving towards a pyramid-based posture, we're gonna come into the arms, into a reverse prayer. So you wanna try to get the palms of your hands to meet behind you. This again is a lot for the shoulders. So if this doesn't work for you, next step is going to be holding onto elbows. Next step is just knuckles, okay? So what I want you to do is get your hands in the right spot for you. Step your left foot back, about halfway on your mat, heel to heel alignment. Square the hips forward. Good. Inhale, sit up tall, and then fold. Look forward at your big toe here. So you're thinking that you're trying to get your chin to your shin. Good. 5 breaths again to hold. If this is too much on your arms, you guys, just relax them down to the floor if you need that extra stability. It's totally fine on this one. But we want to, again, we're getting that deep, deep, deep fold in that front leg. Try to think little arch of your back. So we're lifting up versus rounding the head down. 1 more breath. Good. Inhale, rise up. Keep the grip. Pivot on the heels. Left leg now, lead leg. Bump your right hip forward. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, fold here. Chin to shin. And now elbows back. Broaden the elbows behind you as much as possible. Good. Now, focus your eyes. We talked about how this practice is all about breath. It's also about drishti. So your drishti is that point of focus with your gaze, and that's what's going to give you stability. So here, look right at that left big toe. Good. Tighten up that back leg. Nice job, you guys. 1 more breath. Good. Go ahead and inhale, come up, and then just going step to the front of your mat. Relax here. Arms down. Take a deep breath. All right, so now we're going to move into 2 balancing postures. If you do need a strap, because what we're going to do is peace fingers to big toe and try to extend the leg out. So you are welcome here to use the strap and extend the leg. You can use a wall too if you're close there. So what we're going to do first here. So it's right hand, peace fingers, grab your right big toe. Left hand, left hip. Sit up tall, take an inhale. Exhale, extend the leg. Now I'm going to pause here. Flex the toes back. Try not to overreach the shoulder. So right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Low belly is in. So this left hand is kind of squeezing that hip to create that activation. Good. Almost there. Straighten out a little more. Good. Okay, we're going to open to the side. So when we open, lift up, rotate around. Think about how that socket is into place here. Once you're there, you can hold the knee if you need to. If you feel stable, remember last point is shifting the gaze. Look to the left. Hold it now. Good. We're supposed to be in all these parts. 5 full rounds of breath. Hold it now. Stay with me. 1 more. Back to center. Sit up tall. All right, guys, we're going to let go. Don't lose it. Here we go. Let go. Point your toes. Keep your chest up. No leaning back. Lift. You can do it. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Go and relax for just a second. It's everybody's favorite part of the practice is that posture. Okay, let's do it to the other side. Right hand, right hip. Left hand, peace fingers. Grab your strap, your towel, or just go ahead and grab your foot. Your leg does not have to be straight. Don't worry about that. Sit up tall, and let's kick out. Now, heel forward, toes back. We want this kind of rotation at the foot too. So you want to think ball of the foot pressing out. Pinky side is going to pull back just a little bit so that we don't curl into the inside. Good. Those look good. Hold it. Okay, guys. Now open to the side. Lift, rotate. That's it. Now, if you can, gaze to the right. Keep the hip open. Now, the reason we go kind of up and around, if you take your legs straight out, we have this tendency to pop into this right hip or put a lot of pressure on the sacrum or your SI joint. So that's why we want to lift and make sure that rotation is in the joint, not putting pressure on our lower back. Good. Nice hold there. Back to center. All right, here we go. Ready? Let go. Point the toes. Lean forward. This is going to show you all that strength in the quadricep, your hip flexors. Find that balance. One more breath. And release. Good. Go ahead and relax. Arms down by your side. Take a deep breath. Okay, coming into tree. Shift over to your left leg. So this is that half lotus variation of tree. So to prep up, we want the knee up, grab underneath your foot, pull your foot towards your hip point. Then we get to open the hip and the knee will start to fall out to the side. All right, guys, from there we take a bind with the right hand. So you're gonna start by internally rotating your shoulders. So take your thumb down, wrap it behind you. See if you can hold your left elbow. Then wherever you're at, we're gonna all practice the hinge forward today. So what I want you to do now is just start to lean forward. Shift your gaze slightly forward, hold halfway. Focus the eyes, just breathe here. Roll that right shoulder back, left shoulder back as well. Good, one more breath. And then let's rise, come up slowly. Good, okay, let's go ahead and release that side. Just relax the arms for a moment. Other side, shift over to the right leg. Try not to pop that hip, stand up tall. Left knee up. Keeping the knee up as you place the foot is what is gonna give it support. So we shouldn't have any pressure, any pulling in that left leg. Roll the hip open. Good, and then left hand. So internally rotate first, wrap back, reach for the elbow. Eventually we hold the foot, sit up tall, and then let's start to lean forward. Now soften the knee a little bit here. So we're not locking that weight back. Gaze forward. Those look good. Good. Hold it now. Chest forward. Reconnect to the breath. Have you lost it? A lot of times when we start to get fatigued, we get a little bit quiet. Good. Almost there. One more time. And release. Nice job, you guys. Good. Go ahead and bring the feet together. We're going to take a vinyasa transition here. So inhale, the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, chaturanga, exhale, step back, lower, inhale, up dog or cobra, look up, exhale, down dog. Now, from down dog, we're gonna jump into Utkatasana, so bend the knees, look forward, hop, feet together, knees together, arms up, 5 breath hold here, good, hold it. Now, starting at the floor, weight in the heels, make sure you can lift your toes. We want to keep sitting down. What we think about with depth is you're sitting down right before your heels try to lift. That's your point, okay? Spiral the thighs in, low belly in, arch your back. Now arms up. We want to gaze up to the thumbs, palms together. Don't cross your thumbs, okay? Eventually you want to think that your elbows are going to touch. Reach up higher, sit deeper. Here you go, one more breath. And forward fold all the way down. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. Okay, guys, if you want to take a crow here into your chaturanga, plant the hands, wrap the knees, shift forward, come up here. We're going to hold for 5 breaths again. Now, with your crow, if you have your block, you can even try to balance here, bringing your head down to create that stability or just alternating right, left. Crow 2, you guys, takes practice. Just keep breathing. Okay, one more inhale. And then we're going to jump back, land chaturanga. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Okay, right foot, warrior 1. Step forward, drop the back heel, arms up. Good. Holding now, 5 breaths. Okay, lower body. Power into this front leg with Ashtanga. They want you to get that thigh parallel no matter what. So if you need a longer stance, just try to get that nice 90-degree bend. Back leg, always active. If you can see, there's a little lift of that arch, so we're pressing behind us. This left hip does not square, so don't worry about that. But the upper body does. Turn the chest forward. Same hands as Utkatasana. Elbows in, look up at your thumbs. Sit deeper. One more breath. Nice job, good. Okay, straighten the right leg. Pivot on your heels, left leg, warrior one, sit down. So I want you to make sure, if you look down really quick, your left foot should be straight. Sometimes people kind of turn them in or out a little bit. Then try to sit down. Find that stability here. Ground through the back leg. Tighten up that right thigh, so never bending into the knee. Square the chest. Reach up. There's a little extension, so you have to lift. Spiral now. Get the elbows in. You should feel a lot of strength building there in the chest and shoulders. Good. Keep the legs. Now, warrior two. Open out. As we open now, gaze over your left middle finger. Right arm. Don't lose the height. Reach up. Pelvis should be neutral, so make sure you're not sticking your tailbone back. Draw the low belly in. Spiral the knee out. Hold and breathe. Sit up tall, drop the hips. Again, keep it parallel. You can do this. One more breath. Good. Straighten the front leg. Pivot back. Here we go. Sit down. Get it parallel. Don't lean forward, okay? Sit up. Reach. Focus. Nice job, you guys. I want to hear that breath all the way. Deep breathe. We're almost there. One more. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. Take the hands down to the floor. Take your vinyasa. Step back. Chaturanga. Lower. Good. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Down dog. Now we're going to jump through to seat. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or hop through. Straighten the legs in front. Good. Okay, guys. Take your piece of fingers. Reach up. Reach for your big toes. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, pull. I want me to gaze forward here at your toes. Shoulders back, elbows out. Straighten the legs as much as you can. They don't have to be straight. Focus on the pull and the length. Okay, good. Flatten the feet out. Big toe mound away. Pinky side back in, so we're not getting any of that curl. One more breath. Good. Inhale, straighten up. Now, hand placement. I'm going to give you two options. Option now, number one, is you're just going to tuck your hands on the side of your feet. Option two, if you can reach, clasp your hands with this kind of basket grip and reach past the feet. Now again, flex, big toe mound away. Inhale, exhale, pull. This time, fold down, chin to shin. So we don't want to round and come into deep spinal flexion. Think length, almost like you're trying to back bend in your upper spine. You want to think that's where you're going. Good, keep reaching, two more breaths. Good, inhale, sit up and release. Nice job, you guys sit up nice and tall here. Okay, we're gonna come into half or full loaded and find our final breathing here. So you can take either foot up into your hip crease. If you're not sure if full lotus is appropriate for you, what you wanna look at is if you take your bottom leg forward, and this knee, if your knee is floating, don't go for it, okay? If you can get your knee down to the floor just by telling it to go there, then you can try. Because the problem comes from this knee that we have to get that foot up. So if my knee is here, my foot has to travel all the way this far. If it's down, it doesn't have to go as far. So if you want to try, you can pick that other foot up. If it doesn't go, don't worry about it. Just sit up tall. All right, guys, you're going to bring your pointer finger, your thumb together, 3 other fingers together, set them down. Try to get your middle fingers to touch the floor. Sit up tall. Now look straight down towards the front of your mat. 5 breaths. I want this to be your deepest breaths now. Really get that heat moving before Shavasana. Good, you guys go ahead and gently lift your head up. I want you to bring your hands beside you just to support, and we're gonna lean forward. One forward bend, come forward as much as you can. Hold here, 3 breaths. Then rise up, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands right between the eyebrows, allow your head to bow here. Scan your body, feel that breath. One more inhale, exhale. Thank you guys for practice today. Please take a nice long Shavasana. Namaste.